Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm very, very well, thank you. There you are.
Yeah, yeah. My camera was working.
Another big interview
The world's biggest stars.
on the 947 Top 40 with Zweli. Powered by CTM.
Yeah, I'm really good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Really excited to have you with 947, the biggest station in Johannesburg, South Africa. I've actually got some good news for you, but I'll keep you waiting a couple more seconds. But we're gonna make you smile once or twice throughout this interview. All right, look,
I'm
I
really
wanna.
excited.
Bro, I want to go back to 2015, 2016. I mean, this is when everything started for you. You had that huge hit Home. There was another big one you had in SA. I'm not sure if you remember Keeping Your Head Up with Birdie, where you had the remix over there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's also 2016.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was about 4 years ago. Does that feeling ever change whenever you've got one of your massive songs become a big hit and all over the world? Does it ever get new to you?
Yeah. I mean, it was new now with Breaking Me, because it was just all over the world, and before it was in a few territories only, and so this is really new for me. And but I think it will never get old. I mean, in the end, you always make music on your computer, and this is your hobby, and it's always the best feeling then to reach so many people and to also have so many people emotionally affected by your music. So this is always the greatest feeling.
Very nice. Now, congratulations are in order. Breaking Me has actually just hit #1 on our chart here on 947. So, nice one. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
nice, man.
Only a
To hear
bit.
that.
So, I mean, you're from Germany. You grew up in Europe. Did you ever think when you were young, up and coming, that you're going to be hitting #1, not just in countries like the UK, that even in South Africa, I mean, right at the bottom of Africa, you'd also have one of the biggest hits?
No, and that was never the goal actually, because breaking Germany was already pretty hard when I started out making music, and it took a few years. And when that happened, I was already really happy about it, and I was kind of now I reached it, and for me that was already the biggest achievement back then to ever have. And now that out of nowhere, just Breaking Me happened, it's just incredible.
Very nice. Now, do you feel a little bit like it's unfair that you were cheated? Because I do. Because now we've got this amazing dance song. We want to go to the clubs. We want to go to festivals. We want to dance, and we're not allowed to. And you've got this massive hit. So do you feel it's a little bit of, it's unfair because now we could have been in the clubs, but we're all dancing from home?
I mean, there's so many bad things happening right now in the world, and so I'm still very grateful to have a song which is breaking the world. And I mean, of course, it would be nice now to go to festivals and to clubs and play it, but still on the same page. I'm really happy that I just have this thing going right now, and I'm pretty sure that at one point we will go back to clubs again, and then we will all dance.
Nice one. There's an interview I was listening to of Lady Gaga, and she mentioned something that I loved, where she said that music brings something so beautiful because you can dance away the pain. And with you look at a song like Breaking Me, and it's actually quite a sad song, even with your brand new single that you've got out right now. It's heartbreaking sort of love songs, but we're happy because we're dancing to them as well. Is that something that you pay attention to, how you make us feel with the sort of hits that you create?
I mean, it's not intentional. I'm not I didn't plan to do this, but it's just what I personally like, and I personally always liked melancholic music and heartbreaking music. And the weird thing was always that this kind of music didn't make me sad, but it made me happy. And so this is just the stuff I just like to do. And it's nice that it connects so well with people.
Yeah. One thing that I've really loved about you is that you like working with different young talents. I mean, and artists that people don't necessarily know of. I mean, a couple of years ago, it was Nico Santos. We move over to A7S right now that a lot of people have been introduced to through your music. Is that something that's important to you to, not only work with the really big stars, but also focus on some of the guys that are still up and coming as well?
Yeah, of course, and especially it's nice to work with those guys because it's really all about the music then, and not about fame and fortune, blah 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 blah. And like to be with those guys in the studio is always like it's all about passion, making the best music, and so it's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of, A7S with him being up and coming, how did you find him? Everyone's going crazy over him, everyone's loving his voice, and it's 2 records now back to back. So how did you guys get your musical, connection going?
We both met in Stockholm in a songwriting session, and then we worked a few times together, and we really got along well together, and then we decided to just like really focus in making stuff together and collaborate always, and it's going really well so far.
Nice one. Tell us about your brand new single, Why Do You Lie To Me? Of course, A7S featured on that one, Lil Baby as well. It just dropped this past Friday, so how did that entire project come about?
Yeah, so we had this song already longer than Breaking Me, actually.
Oh, wow.
Wow. It was born like 18 months ago, I would say, in Nashville in a songwriting session. And it was really crazy because we made that like while having beers, only us together. Sorry. And it was like really quick also. I think the whole process with the melodies and making the whole structure of the song was maybe 20 minutes. And it was really, really fun doing this one.
Nice one. It sounds like a lot of fun. And I'm very interested to know, besides the sort of music that you make, what are you listening to right now? If I had to take, I don't know, your phone or anything, what sort of music would I be finding from Topic?
So I'm listening always to such a wide type, like there are so many genres I'm just listening to, and but what's funny, like what I'm listening to the last, like, let's say 3 weeks was a lot of West Coast old school hip hop.
Oh, dope!
Like I discovered Nate Dogg for myself. Just listened to all of his songs.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. And look, I mean, you mentioned just now that you created your latest song 18 months ago while you guys were having beers. I love beers, and I also like football. Wanted to find out, are you a big football fan? Are there any German teams you support in the Bundesliga?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest football fan. I'm more a basketball fan, but I still like to watch football, and I'm a fan of Borussia Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund. All right. How did you feel about Bayern Munich winning the Champions League?
Not so good.
No, it's all good. Look, Topic, thank you so much for joining us. We're really excited about the new single, Why Do You Lie To Me? Hopefully we'll get that one to #1, just like Breaking Me.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Have a good week.
You too. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Yo, #947 Top 40 CTM.